Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the end of the month, so you know what that means. It is time to go over all the books I read in April. I read 6 books this month. Usually I read between 7 and 9 books a month, so I fell a little short this month, but that's okay. We all know I've been busy, but I feel good about all my reads. I read a lot of great books, you guys, this past month, so I'm really excited about that. I just went book shopping too this past weekend, and I got 7 new books. So that's going to be very exciting. I would like to do a haul of the books I got, and then also include that with my May TBR. That would be kind of a fun video. But for right now, let's kind of focus on the books I read for April. I will be starting out very strong. We are going to be talking about Daisy Hates and the Great Undoing. I'm a Magnolia Parks universe stan. I love Magnolia. I love Daisy. They have my heart. I love them all. Julian Hates stole the show for me in this book. I cannot lie. I fell in love with him. I still love him. I don't know what to feel about this book. I just love them all. I love Daisy in it. I love Christian. I love Julian. The character development is amazing. The storyline is amazing. I don't understand how Jessa Hastings can be such an incredible writer and make you feel so many things while reading her books. It's absolutely incredible. I would give this book easily a 5 stars. And what I guess I'm saying transitions right into Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, in the sense of her writing makes you feel literally so many things in the best and the worst ways. Like, you're crying, you're happy, you're just feeling all the things. Anyway, back to this one. This is a 5-star read for me. I just love it. And I go back and forth if I'm more of like a Daisy girl or more of a Magnolia girl, because I relate with Magnolia in so many things in this book. But I cannot wait for the last story in this universe. I need to know what happens between Daisy and Christian and Julian too. I need him to have a happy ending. That's all I'm asking for. And literally right when I finished that 5-star read, I went right into Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. And I think what I was saying earlier is huge for this one in particular. The writing and the way that she just makes you feel so many things. There's a lot of trauma in this book. There are some trigger warnings you should know before going into this book. But there are some things that Magnolia is going through that I relate to so much when you look at grief and self-harm and just things like that. And I feel so hard for Magnolia in this book, and just watching her try to grow from all the things that she's been through and try to grow alongside BJ. It's just a really beautiful insight into their relationship, where they're going, and into their love. Book. She is thick. I don't know how many pages it is. About like right at 700, a little over 700. So it took me a minute to finish this, but I really wanted to enjoy it, take it for all it is. But I think it was a great way to wrap up Magnolia and BJ. She did amazing writing these characters, writing this world. I absolutely love Magnolia Parks, Daisy Hates, all of it. So I just needed to switch things up. You know, we're reading those kind of books, so I went right in with Throne of Glass, and this book got me incredibly excited for where the series is going to go. I have no idea where it's going to go, and I think that's what's exciting to me too, is that I have no idea what I'm in for, and that's what makes it so thrilling and so intriguing. But I thought this started off strong. I read Assassin's Blade first. I've already mentioned that so many times. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be repetitive. And that book it's good, but it doesn't give you the hype this one does. This one gets you excited for what is to come, and I can't wait to continue going. I'm currently actually reading the next book in this series, Crown of Midnight. So that's how I'm finishing out the month, but it won't be finished, so it won't be in this book video. But that is my current read right now, so I'm excited. I hope I breeze through that, because I really want to keep going through this, but I'm also like, I don't want to finish it too fast. I love Celaena Sardonian. I think she is such a badass. She's amazing. She's incredible. I would not want to be on her bad side. From what I'm learning too already in Crown of Midnight, she gets herself in these difficult situations. I am praying for the best for her. Seriously, praying for the best. But I really enjoyed this book. I also cannot tell who her love interest is, which also makes it kind of fun because I could see it going two ways and I don't know which way it will go. So that's also keeping me intrigued in reading. I gave this 5 stars, you guys. I freaking love this book. I ate it up and it's making me so excited to continue reading Throne of Glass. Obviously, we know Sarah J. Maas is an absolute queen at building universes, at building worlds and character development, and I'm just so excited to keep reading all these books. Keeping 13, y'all, I cried my eyes out to this book. Very much ugly crying. You can see it on my TikTok if you're that invested and want to see. I'm indifferent on this book in the sense at some parts it felt repetitive, but then in other parts I couldn't get enough of it. I just went so back and forth. It's between a 4 and a 4.5 star for me. I felt so many things. I mean, again, the emotion that these authors are evoking in these books are crazy. How can these words have such heavy impact on my life? I don't know, but I still find myself thinking about Johnny and Shannon and just wishing the best for them. But heavy books for kids that are 16, 17 years old in this story. It's heavy and it's traumatizing and it's absolutely heartbreaking. I mean, when I hit page like 500, I was bawling my eyes out. And right before that, literally in my last video, I was talking about how I was getting kind of bored with it and I didn't know how to feel. I ate my words up because it switched up real quick. But these books, a little bit of a slow build. And this one, you obviously know more of what's going on with Shannon and her home life and things like that. I do love the Boys of Tommen series, though. Like, I'm definitely going to keep reading. I know this is the last one in Shannon and Johnny's point of view. 4 to 4.5 star for me. Like I said, my only con, I do feel like it's repetitive sometimes. Like, we're kind of hearing the same thing. Like, obviously we know, if you've read the books, what Shannon has to be worried of. Johnny with his rugby and the injury. Will he make the academy? It's a lot of the same stuff. But I love watching these two take care of each other, be there for each other, and the hope that Johnny gives Shannon just for her life in general is incredible. In that sense, that makes it 4.5, maybe even 5 stars. I don't know what to rate these books anymore. Then I read Powerless. If you know, you know. I'm not huge on the Chestnut Springs series. I know that is controversial. Book talkers will be coming after me for saying that. I just don't usually relate to the characters. I don't resonate with them. I don't feel connected. So it's not a super exciting series for me to read, but I've kind of wanted to keep myself going. I want to acquire the books and read them. This one is my favorite to date, I will say. One, it's biased because I'm a sucker for hockey romance, so that's probably part of why I love it. But I just felt more connected to Sloane and Jasper than I had any of the other characters. And I felt their connection more too. I just felt like the way that he cared for her was different. I just liked the storyline better. I don't like the description in the spice. It's just too descriptive for me that it's almost cringy at times. And I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I shy away from this spice instead of fully immersing myself in it. That was a weird thing to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I shy away from the spice in the way that she rates it. I just don't love it, which makes me think, I don't know if I should pick up her new book, Wild Love, because I don't know if I'll totally like it, but I'm like, I think I have to read it because I haven't heard a bad thing yet. So this was a 3.5 star for me. Like I said, more connected to these characters, enjoyed the storyline more than I have in like the other Chestnut Springs series books. I do like how they're all connected, that everyone kind of ends up with everyone that knows each other. That makes it kind of fun. The book you read always kind of alludes to the next one, which is kind of fun. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just not something that I'm like, oh my God, I can't put this down kind of thing. That's kind of vibe. This book right here, ate it up, devoured it. And by that I mean I read it in 24 hours. I love this book, you guys. It's YA, so I didn't know if I'd really like it or really get into it. Super good. Easy to read, not just for the fact that it's YA, but also because it intrigues you. It brings you in. You want to keep reading. You want to know what happens. I literally finished it in 24 hours. I loved the ending. Huge twist. Did not see it coming. So we love when that happens. and I can't wait to pick up. It looks like there's 3 more books in the series, making it a 4-book thing. I absolutely loved it. And again, no idea what the second book's going to be about, but I know I'm going to read it because I thought this was fantastic and just super fun. If you like Criminal Minds, I know that's what everyone says, but it's the best description to it. If you enjoy Criminal Minds, you will like this book. I want everyone to read this book. I feel like I'm getting very excited about it, talking about it right now. I just want everyone in my life to give it a chance because I thoroughly enjoyed this and can't wait to keep reading it. I will need at least one book on my May TBR to be this book, which doesn't work out for me because I just bought 7 books, not one of them being the next book in this series. So there's that for me. But anyway, I loved it. It was fun, fast-paced. It was short, so there's a lot more I need to learn. I want to learn more about the other naturals that our main character Cassie is working with. I think there's a lot more to these books, so I can't wait to keep reading. I ate this one up. No crumbs left. I would rate it a 4.5, 5. I don't know if I should give it a full 5. Probably a 4.5. So if you look at it, I had 3 5-star books this month, 1 4, 4.5, 1 4.5, and 1 3.5. So that's a pretty good month. I feel like I read a lot of books. I do not know what I'm going to read in May. I have so many options of things I can read in May. When I show you my book haul, you will understand the struggle that I will be facing, along with like needing to continue series and things like that. But yeah, this is my kind of April wrap up, the 6 books that I read. If you haven't already, please follow me on my Bookstagram at Brianna W. Reads. Follow me on TikTok, all the places. You know, I love coming in here talking about the books. I hope to get my next May TBR book haul video uploaded soon. I have a goal of uploading once a week. I know I don't always do that, but that's kind of where I'm trying to head. You know, it's busy. Full-time working mom life. You do the best that you can, all while trying to make time to read books, because that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.